Yo, Rana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. I hope you're all doing well, keeping safe. We've got a match against Teitaroa coming up, which is kind of in between the two legs against Solomon Warriors. And this video is obviously after we played those legs, even in the video series, even though it's kind of in between. So you'll already know whether we've made it through or not. I don't really need to keep the results hidden from you for this one particularly, but it looks like it's going well. So we played a couple of days ago Solomon Warriors over on the Solomon Islands, and now we've made the sort of 3,500 mile journey back to French Polynesia to play against Teitaroa away. But before we do that, we've got some things to vote for. So there's a 10-man shortlist for the French island, the Polynesian Island Premiership Player of the Season award. You also got the Rookie of the Year award to go for. The two candidates that look like they're front runners, Denny Liaga, an Australian player, I think was with the Humpbacks. He's got 13 goals in 25 this season, 26 goals in 50 overall, so he's not bad. And then you've got Matthias Martinez, who's Tahitian. I don't know a great deal about actually, so let's scout him. He's got 31 goals in 26 for Tupai. And again, both these teams aren't necessarily teams that are, well, Manua Society doing well, but Tupai I don't think are particularly. There are a few other players to look at. So we have 3 players in the running. We've got Jordan Esiku, our 6'4" winger with 7 goals, 9 assists. We've also got Johan Tihoni, our striker, with 14 goals and 2 assists. And we've got Pene Vakatapu with 12 goals and 6 assists. In terms of goals scored, Martinez is the best. Then you've got Andy Valette, who we've been following with 22. Thierry Martelli, who we're going to be coming up against when we play Teitaroa. There's also down here Pascal Papon, who will also be playing against Teitaroa. But a few names we're starting to recognise. We've also got Pascal Gauthier, who we might scout, because I don't remember him coming up before, and Remy Delavine, who we have seen before, but again we'll scout him a bit more. In terms of average rating, it's got to be Matthias Martinez, hasn't it? So that's who we're going to vote for. We're going to be fair for this one. He's got a rating of 7.8, 10 Player of the Match awards, 31 goals, playing for Tupai, who are 7th, mid-table team. So we are going to give him our vote. Now if we look at the Rookie of the Year, again, 10-man shortlist. We've got 2 front runners, Brian Teixeira and Andy Valette, who we'd mentioned before in the other bit. This is Brian Teixeira for the Sky Brights, looking a bit older than his 19 years, but the Rookie Awards for essentially a newcomer this level. So he was playing in the under-23 development silver, and now he's got his first kind of senior season of 16 goals in 24, which is decent. I'm surprised he wasn't considered for the other award as well. Andy Valette, who we know about as well, the 22 goals in 26 for that one. So he could be a good shout. We only got one player in the running for this, and that's Stefan Parmentier, who's only on loan with us anyway. So it's a bit of a poor showing from us. We've got Valette Teixeira, we've got Frederick Langlet for Morpea. We've got 12 and then 6. I'm just using this as a scouting opportunity, but Anis Garnet, who looks amazing, to be honest. He's already on our radar. I don't think we'll get him, but he's on there. We've got Kapi Lasai, who is a real player. So he's greyed out there. Parmentier's I've got Quentin Pfeiffer, who is a defender on the list. We've got a couple of defenders, so Parmentier and Pfeiffer, and Dobson Noy as well for Taha, who's a real player. And then we've got Ruffin Rossett. It looks like he's actually quite good. He's 15 years old as well. So his average rating's not great, but he's 15. And Jordan Kerr for the Humpbacks, who could be a good shout. And again, I'm going to give this one to Valete. He's good. He's going to be cheated out of an award in the full category, so why not? And my players aren't close enough to actually be a threat for that, so might as well vote honestly rather than trying to rig it. Being tipped for it, he deserves to be discussed. He's not going to win it. He's a good player. Apon is a good player. They're in good form, but we've beaten them recently. And we are in a good place. We've got quality all over the shop. And we like to spoil people's day, that's true. And Eski's been good. Tahoni's important. We're not going to field a weakened side for this one. The other way around, to be honest. We will be quite tired because it's a 3,500 mile trip, so we've done about 7,000 miles just doing, going forwards and back for these matches. Difficult. I think the game does model fatigue to an extent. Who's this guy? We offer him a contract because he plays on the left. That's basically the only reason why he's got in the team. Almost there for the matches, and I'll probably trying to go in and out for this one. £40 because our under 23s have won a match. They're doing alright, but Ace Chance is going to be going up. Right then, the Reefers. Let's have a look at the team. Few issues here. Vea's already played in the under 23s. I'm an idiot. As has Viakite, and Muavesi and Talia are injured, so let's just get rid of these ones. Tension there, so we need a defender. Who we could bring in? We've got one option. It's going to be Apula. It's not a good start already, just seeing that major issue box pop up. There's no point me going to my under 23s to see if I'll get anyone better, because if they are better, they've probably already played or been involved in the squad. And then we need to fill out the rest, so let's bring Funaki back on the bench there. And that's it. I don't think we can even field a full side as it stands, unless there is anyone in the under 23s we can bring in, but I don't think so. Let's try and see if we can. Vilami Likona, who's meant to be quite good. Move into seniors and then make available for the under 23s. And anyone else? Just using the ability one there just to sort them. Not really anyone standing out there. We'll just see if we can go with. Oliakona wasn't actually involved, so in fact we'll start with him. Still major issues? Okay, we'll just have to go with it. 5 substitutes from a possible 7. Give him a number. Out of the under 23s and into the fire against the Reefers. If we look at the Premiership as well, before we get to the match, we're technically in 6th, but we've got 2 to 3 games over pretty much everyone above us, apart from the Reefers. And we are 10 points behind Manuel. If we won both of our games in hand, it'd just be 4 points would be behind. I'm not too worried about that. I don't think it's a case that we're out of the title race at all. We've just been playing in the continental competitions. We're underdogs still there in the league. Teitaroa is still really strong. We've got some very small players there. See if we can bully them a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit weak. We've not got Tavita. We've not got the best defence we could have. Still got some good players on there. Esaku, Tahoni almost just tapped that one in cheekily. Oh, doing a good start. Renard. And it go, oh, just skewed it across. I know we've had quite a few matches recently with Teitaroa in. I was thinking maybe we wouldn't play this match, but it's a fairly important one. Oh, Leah Kona. That'd been a good debut goal for him. Yeah, I know we're playing them a lot, but that's because they're our rivals. They've managed to get to that sort of knockout round in the OCL, so kind of had to play that one on camera. And then this is potentially where the two teams with the games in hand who could make a bit of a charge if we win them. They're ahead of us in the table. In fact, I might change one of those match stat screens into the table so we can see what's going on. Oh, that's not good. Kevin Barbe. Recognise him. From who was meant to be doing it? Could be Leah Kerner, isn't it? Yeah. Because he's the young player. That's not great for us. It's good for Teitaroa, though. It's terrible for us. All them, apart from the very first cheeky Tahoni. You can see them trying to get some revenge against us, I think. Oh, that was good. Completely unmarked. Leathered that one in. I'm going to blame the jet lag, I think. Definitely the jet lag. But nothing was stopping that one, I think. Once it left his foot, that was going in. That's not good use of our game in hand, is it? Just need to play better. There's not much else I can do. I don't really want to bring Morris on yet. I don't want to bring Big Corner off just yet. I want to show him some faith. Give it a go. I mean, 2-0's not unmanageable, but it's pretty close against the team as good as Teitaroa, much as it pains me to say it. Managed to hold on to that one, at least. Sku's tired and on the other card. Right, let's get to 62 or something. I was going to say let's get to 62 and I thought no, it's not going to be worth it if SQ just gets sent off and he's fired up, tired, on a yellow and error prone according to that. Let's bring him off and let's bring on Nasir. See if we can squeeze anything out of this. Neither are the most attacking kind of substitutions, although Alwyn Morris is fairly attacking. Could do a reasonable job up there. We don't seem to be getting much of the ball as it stands. We are in their stadium. We've not been home for a while. We've gathered a lot of air miles. It's like logistically, get rid of it. It's one of you. Martelli almost getting there. Thierry Martelli. I don't think he's going to win Player of the Year, but he's good. Yeah, just think of the logistics of this. We've probably not been home for... Oh, Fakatapu, that was a nice finish. He's normally just powering them in with his head or tapping them in within the box, but that was actually quite a nice little take there. Bit of give and go. Makes a little bit of space and away. Yeah, so if we played, I can't remember if we played Teitaroa away in the very last leg. It doesn't really matter, so we'll have gone, we played at home against Solomon Island in the first leg. No, that's what am I talking about? That's not true. We played them away. We've not played the home leg yet. So we went away to Solomon Islands, travelled 3,400 miles, then travelled 3,400 miles and a bit back. And at that stage, you might as well, because there's only 3 days time, you might as well go straight back to Tahiti. So we probably went to the mainland, on the main island, and then took a boat across to Teitaroa. And then from Teitaroa, we'll probably take a boat back to the Tahiti mainland, and then from Papeete, take a plane back to Rapaiti or somewhere nearby, or a very long boat trip. So I think we can excuse the team for being a bit sluggish, maybe, considering that. I think in terms of travel costs and stuff like that, the game calculates kind of as the crow flies. It doesn't take into account anything else. It's not that complicated. But 2-1 flatters us a little bit. They could have had more. They could still have more. It does put a massive dent in our title hopes. Top 2 could still be doable there. Or second place, I guess. Which would be useful for getting into the French Cup, maybe. Renard. Tuamotun, get it in? No, that's not going to work. I think this is us done. Unless Tahoni. Oh, Tahoni, last gasp. A long ball by Riviera. And Tahoni gets his 23rd, just leaping a little bit. I used that with a long, aimless, not pass, but highlight, because it's in the injury time period. I thought this was the one just before the whistle's blown. It was, but just for a goal, not a end of match. Don't concede now. Oh. Bastards. This is why we hate Teitaroa. Don't really know what to say about that. I mean, you didn't deserve to win. We weren't going to win, it was just going to be a draw. We were going to salvage a point from that. Should we even have been playing into the 94th minute? There's 2 minutes of injury time. Then we scored. I guess I would take it to 3. Yeah, robbed. That's a bit gutting. It's one of those days, I guess. So this is what it does. So we have a game in hand on some teams. So we're level on points with Taha and Huahine, and 2 behind Skybrights. Well, we've still got 2 games in hand on Skybrights. So if we win the next match, in theory we can leapfrog all the way up to 3rd. Winning the next match beyond that, close the gap on Manuel. Teitaroa is still ahead of us, because they've got games in hand as well. And it maybe opens up a gap between us and the rest. So we could still be in contention. It's really going to come down to the wire. And if we look at the schedule, you already know what that result was. That's not too bad. We've got 3 games left. There's only 9 points left in it. So actually maybe we need to redo the maths for this. So if we've got 9 points left, that gives us 55 points. We can't win the title. It's mathematically impossible. But we could get second if Teitaroa don't win anything. Okay, so there's not going to be a big anticlimactic. Well, this is the anticlimactic bit, isn't it? There's not going to be this big, tense title race, or even race for second place. Because, just like us, Teitaroa have got 9 possible points to play for. And if they get 2 out of a possible 9, then we can't beat them. Even if we win all of our last 3, if they get 2 draws or 1 win, we can't overhaul that. We can't overhaul the gap between us and Manuel. which some of you might have noticed when I was talking about it beforehand. You might be saying, come on, that's stupid, but we can finish third, a nice comfortable third potentially. Because, for example, Skybrights can only get to 51 points. Uheen and Taha can get to 52. So we only need 2 wins out of 3 to guarantee that, so it could be quite comfortable in the end. Tupai, Humpbacks, they're not going to catch up with us. So basically, I'll probably play this game off camera and this game off camera and see what's going on with Teitaroa, and if on the last game of the season it's still possible to do something to get into second place, then maybe we'll come back for it. But I imagine by the time we play the next league match, that will already happened. So yeah, thanks for watching the unexpected end to our season. If we'd have drawn, then that would have made something of a difference. So if we'd have drawn, we'd have been on 47, and Teitaroa would have been on 52. On 47, we could have ended with 56. There would have been a bit more of a fight in there. We could have technically still won the title, but we could have at least tried to get second. And remember, first and second get entered into the French Cup, where there's a bit more money, a bit more of a rep boost. And it had been previously I thought first and second got you qualified for the O-League, but apparently first and second during the middle of the season, just like last year, does that. It's not down here with Nukahiva Spearheads suffering. But yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, thanks very much for sticking with me in my terrible maths. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks very much.